Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we are doing something a little bit different than we've done in the past because we forgot to make a reservation. Have you ever forgot to make a Disney reservation for one of the parks? Well, now we have. It's the first time. I feel like it's the first time we forgot to make a reservation for the whole weekend. And then we tried to make a reservation and there was none available, and I don't even know why. I really don't, because it makes no sense. There's like literally tons of reservations on Saturday. Lots of reservations. You can get them for any park. Friday, none. No reservations. No reservations on Sunday. I'm like, what's going on exactly? So what are we doing instead? We are here at Disney Springs. It's her birthday weekend. Smooth move, X-Lax. I didn't get any reservations for her birthday weekend, but whatever. So we're going to go to Splitsville. We've already done Splitsville before. We've done the bowling thing. But tonight, I want to go do the pool tables.
I love playing pool.
I want to play some billiards. It's only $16 an hour, so I'm excited. I want to give it a go. So stay tuned. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to do bowling, too.
Yeah.
We're going to do bowling. We're going to go in. We're going to see if we can get a bowling reservation as well. But while we're waiting for bowling, I think we're going to do the billiards. And I think it should be a lot of fun. So could give you some ideas. Take a look and see if you like it. If it looks interesting, could give you something to do should you not get a reservation for the park. Or if it's raining out. It's not raining right now. It's supposed to rain this whole weekend, but it hasn't rained yet. So stay tuned. Should be fun. Let's just get a quick look at the billiards table. This is the table that we're on. You can see the other table over there, which is reserved. Obviously, there's no one there, so it's you can't just randomly walk up and play billiards on it. You have to pay $16. So it's a nice table, though. Honestly, I'll be honest, the felt here is kept up well. I don't know if they resurface these. I don't know if they resurface these often or not, but it's pretty in good shape. I'm kind of surprised. And then they have pool sticks here. They also have a bridge, and they do have the chalk. So they have everything you would need to play a game of pool. You don't have to bring your own sticks or your own, obviously your own billiard balls or the chalk. They have it all here, so it's pretty good in this nice little environment. And then right over there they have the the bowling alleys, which we're going to be at in just a little bit. So far, so good at the billiards at Splitsville. I really like the table. It's pretty good. I mean, it's only an 8-foot table. We like the 9-foot tables traditionally, but it's a pretty good table. I won the first game.
You definitely beat me.
I would have probably won the first game much sooner, but I couldn't get a good shot on the 8-ball because there was a table in the way. So I will say, the billiards table that we actually have, there's kind of a table in the way, so it's kind of hard to shoot at certain angles, but overall it's pretty good. It's only $16 an hour for the billiards. Unlike the bowling is $20 to $24 per bowler, depending on the time of day and which day it is. Billiards is $16 an hour, period, for the whole table, no matter how many people you have. So, pretty good deal, honestly. So $16 gets you an hour playing pool. So I'm kind of digging it. We'll probably come back for just playing at the pool table. The other good thing I like about these pool tables versus some of the other pool tables is that it's non-smoking. I don't have a problem with people smoking, but sometimes, because we don't personally smoke, sometimes I kind of like the fact that we don't necessarily have to smell like smoke at the end of the day. A lot of the pool halls, most of the pool halls in Ohio where we come from are smoke-free, but here in Orlando you're allowed to smoke in the pool halls, which is great because for people who smoke, it's kind of nice to be able to smoke in the pool halls. But since we don't smoke, it doesn't really benefit us. So kind of missing the ability to go play pool, play billiards without smoking being involved. I wish they had like a smoking section and a non-smoking section or something in billiards halls in Orlando, but they don't. So if you're not a fan of smoking, this is a really good billiards hall. There's 2 different billiards tables. I feel like they're rarely ever taken. The one right next to us is not even being used right now. So overall, but it's been a lot of fun. And plus, I'm winning. And I do want to mention that you do get a server even playing billiards. I was not aware of that. I thought you only got a server to order food and drinks and things like that if you did bowling, but we actually got one even here at Billiards. So you can actually come in here and just play billiards or the feather bowling, and get the full experience of like getting a server, getting food, getting drinks. You don't have to actually do the actual bowling. I don't know why I keep saying billiards instead of bowling, but whatever. So I think in the future we're probably going to actually come here and just play pool and order food and drinks and have a good night for only $16 plus the cost of food, versus having to pay, you know, $50 for the bowling. I feel like now I'm like excited to come back and just play pool and grab some food and drinks. So that's good to know.
Oh yeah, well done.
So I almost beat him.
Almost.
I was still good that game, don't you think?
It was good.
I was.
Yeah, almost beat me.
Almost.
But we played 3 games. We could probably squeeze a 4th game in the hour that we have, but we have bowling now, so I think we're going to call it 3 games. I won all 3.
Whatever. I tried
But-
the hardest and I literally almost beat him.
It was a lot of fun. So let's switch gears. Now we're going to do some bowling. The bowling has officially begun. We made our way to the bowling alley. We're finally ready to go. We're going to order some food. And we just started bowling. And I just want you to take a look at something really quickly. First ball down, and I got a strike. Mwahaha.
I did good the first throw, roll, I don't know what he said. And not so good the second one. When there's only like 1 or 2 pins, I can never get them down, like ever. My sister, we were not allowed to listen to this music when I was little. And my older sister, she's 11 years older than me, Tara Freaky, she traumatized me by making me watch this video. And I had nightmares I'm not kidding you, I had nightmares about this video for a year. And I still write her about that to this day, that she traumatized her baby sister with this.
I don't even know if they can hear it. It's Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Yeah. She traumatized me.
I don't care. It's a good song. I'm not glad you were traumatized, but I'm glad you
really
were.
was.
I'm glad you were subjected to phenomenal music at your age. Music is still going, but our drinks showed up. So I got the Tiki Punch, which I'm pretty sure is the same thing I got last time, and it was $15, and it's basically just a bunch of rums and fruit juices. So Tiki Punch, I don't know, but I got it this time in this refillable squeeze bottle, which I didn't know you could get.
Yeah.
It's an additional $7. So it's $15 for the Tiki Punch, and it was $22 for the refillable version, which she said she thinks is 28 ounces. So there's a lot in here. I probably won't drink it all. The cool thing about the squeeze bottle is if you bring it in, the refill is only $15.
Well, that's a good deal.
Which it's the same price as the Tiki Punch normally, but you get a lot more because there's a lot more in here than would be in the normal size. So it's like the same price as the Tiki Punch would have normally been, but way more of it. So it's a good deal if you come in here pretty often. I'm excited. Now, we had asked, we said, can you get all the drinks in the refillable squeeze bottle? And she said yes.
Yeah, she definitely said yes.
But it's only the resort cocktails and the crafty cocktails. And
So it's not all the drinks.
right, some of the resort cocktails are frozen, and it doesn't say
And
that.
it doesn't say they're frozen.
So
I ordered the Big Kahuna. It was like a rum drink. And I thought, I mean, it had, because up at the top, it says, if you look at the menu, it says
frozen drinks, right? There's a whole separate section for frozen drinks.
There's 6 of them.
Yeah.
But if you scroll down to the Resort Classics, which was where his drink was, Tiki Punch, and then right under his, directly under his, is Big Kahuna.
Right.
Mine's frozen, but it does not say that.
So
And I didn't want a frozen drink. I like frozen drinks, but they give me like they give me brain freeze the whole time I drink them, so I tend to not get them. But yeah, it doesn't say that.
So-
I feel like the menu.
So I would make sure that you ask if it's a frozen or non-frozen drink, because you may want a frozen one, you may not want a frozen one. And the menu isn't that great about telling you what's frozen and not, so make sure you ask so you know ahead of time.
Yeah.
And only certain drinks can be put into this refillable cup, we found out. So she ended up swapping out her Big Kahuna
Yeah.
for
Cadillac
a
margarita.
Cadillac margarita instead, because that's definitely not a frozen drink.
Which I almost got anyway.
Yeah, she almost
I
got
almost got it.
The description of it just says margarita punched up with a floater. So I don't really know what's all happening with it, what it's going to taste like, but it finally just showed up. I got the yellow, she got the blue.
I got the blue.
And it's
So
basically,
cute.
this is basically a koozie,
Yeah.
and it kind of comes off, so it
It
keeps
says
it.
Florida is calling.
And it's really, honestly, it's the same koozie slash refillable drink. I'm pretty sure this is the same refillable jug slash koozie as what you get at Chef Art's Homecoming, which we actually just went to last night for her
Last
birthday
night.
dinner.
Yeah.
Our first time there for dinner, we've been there for breakfast. We didn't film it. Now, I think it's a different koozie, but it's really the same bottle and stuff. So, again, it's a nice
That's a good deal they have at
Refillable
Disney
cup.
Springs. Like, that's a good tip.
yeah.
Especially if you live around here. That's
So my Tiki Punch, once again, our last video, I said the same thing. Tastes like fruit punch with
Takes
alcohol.
a little sip of alcohol.
And I love it. It's so good. Now the thing that I am missing is in the refillable cup. When we got these in the regular cups, it was like a cute little tiki cup, and it had like cherries and fruit and like a skewer, and that was cute and fun, and I like that. This doesn't have that, so you kind of miss out on it. But I'm okay with that because there's a lot more drink in here. How's your drink? What's it taste like?
I haven't tasted it.
Yeah, give it a go. And it was $18 for the margarita, $15 for the Tiki Punch, plus $7 for the refillable.
It tastes like a very sour, which I like, lime margarita.
Our food just showed up too. We literally got the same thing we got last time, the pizza. It was so good. It's $18 for this giant pepperoni pizza.
And the first,
I mean, that's just insane.
And the first time they gave it to us, when they sat it down, we were like, we didn't know. We're like, it kind of looks like school pizza. We weren't sure, and then we tried
I like
it.
school pizza, so.
Same, but the flavor of this pizza was so good, we had to get it
Yeah.
again.
So we're not gonna review the pizza. If you want to watch the review of our food and pizza in our last,
Good.
I'll put a link to the description in Splitsville, our last like date night episode we did where we kind of reviewed the food. But I mean, it's really delicious and it's huge. So yeah, let's get back to some bowling. Oh my gosh, everybody. You will not believe what just happened. I just pulled my first 300 game, my first perfect 300. That's 12 strikes in a row. My first perfect game I've ever freaking bowled. Just kidding. The real question is, did anybody actually believe that just happened? I did get a couple of strikes, but I'm lucky if I break 100. I used to be pretty good at bowling. My average was like 100 plus. My high game was like 272. I was pretty good.
He was.
But now I'm terrible. Like, I'm lucky if I break 100. I mean, I'm at 104 right now, and I still have 3 frames to go, but still. You're at, she's at 58. Not bad.
Why did it go that way? Like, I don't understand. It
Ah,
was literally...
nicely played.
Okay, so I don't understand. It was literally going right down the middle, and then it curved. Like, what the
It was
heck?
never going down the middle.
It was. Whatever.
Woo!
It literally was. Of course, you can film when I get a strike. I said, of course you don't film when I get a strike.
She did totally get a strike. I'm
I
not gonna lie.
did.
She got a strike. It's her first one for the whole match.
So,
Set. I don't even know what it's called anymore. Gosh, it's been so long since I bowled. Whatever. Not too bad. She did pretty good. She got 100.
I feel like that's the most I've ever gotten.
I had to actually work for it in order to beat her. I only ended up with 135. I started out strong and then went down the proverbial dumpster real quick. The funny thing is, I was recording her when she got the strike. I was like right behind her, kind of following her, and she was like, "Yes!" And she like socked the camera. She was like, "Pow!"
I didn't know you
Whoa,
were
whoa! What just happened?
Did I really?
She was literally like, "Yes!" And the camera was like,
I didn't
literally,
know
that's what.
that.
It was funny.
I didn't know.
All right, so we're done. We went to pay, and of course the waitress was like, "Separate checks."
Right down the middle. I was like,
Why does everybody say that?
people never,
Why does everybody think we're not together?
never.
Am I that bad? Like, am I that ugly that people are like, "Oh, they're just like on a date," and she's just humoring him,
It's so freaking
and then she's just gonna be like, "I'll pay for half," and then she's gonna bail. Why does nobody ever think we're together? Am I that
I
bad?
really don't think we're together.
I mean, I feel like I'm kind of like a 5 or a 6, and she's a 10. But I'm like, I feel like people think I'm like a 1. I feel like I'm like at least a 5, right? Am I a 5? I'm at least a 5, right? I'm like a 5. But you're blind. You can't even see anything. Almost every place we go, people are like, "Separate checks."
Literally everywhere.
It really doesn't make me feel that great. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of dodgy. One time we went through a fast food restaurant, like a drive-through, and I ordered, and they said, "Will that be all, ma'am?" Apparently, not only do we need separate checks because there's no possible way that we could be together, I also sound like a girl. I'm gonna go throw myself off a bridge now. What an awesome, fun night we had.
fun.
We had not planned on doing Disney Springs. We were like, let's go to a park, and then we looked and we got screwed. We really screwed ourselves. By the way, I hate the reservation system. I know a lot of people probably like it because they think that it's keeping less people out of the parks. I don't really think it is.
It's not.
I think it's just a way to, I don't know. I'm just gonna say it, to be annoying. There's no other words to say. But to each their own. Some people like it. I don't personally like it. I like to just wing it. I like to kind of just decide where we're gonna go when we feel like going. So my old school mentality screwed us over, and we didn't get a reservation, so we made the best of it. But I had a lot of fun. We did a lot of fun for the bowling alley and the pool. Now, I will say one of the benefits of getting the refillable drink is we still have them. So we couldn't even, they're so big that I couldn't even finish it in the bowling alley. So now we're just going to walk around Disney Springs, go to some of the stores, shop around, have a good time, and we're just bringing our drinks with us. We'll kind of sip on them the rest of the night, so it's a really good deal. So there you go, just a quick tip. It was a lot of fun. So thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Maybe you learned a little bit. Until tomorrow, the Noble Way. Bye-bye, everybody.